Okay, once again, welcome to the general contracting business and finance portion of the exam. So today we're going to be focusing on licensing, right? And so as we talked about in the last video, you want to get comfortable with what each of these chapters are covering. But for today, we're going to focus specifically on the licensing segment of the book, chapter 2 of the General Contractor's Manual. All right. So you want to get comfortable with the table of contents. And so right now we're on 2-5. Let's flip over to 2-5. We're talking about professional regulations in general. And the objective is to protect the public and ensure safety by preventing unqualified individuals from practicing a given profession. And two, to establish standards of practice for those who engage in a particular profession. The regulation of a profession, in turn, is generally accomplished by licensing, right? And then we go into the Department of Regulation, DBPR. So in Florida, most non-medical professional and occupational licensing board are located within one state agency. Professional board. The professional boards are made up of primary members of a regulated profession. Then down here, the professional board and not the DBPR make final decisions on licensure and standards of practice for the profession. And then further, the professional board provides a valuable service to the public by ensuring applicants are eligible to be licensed to practice a particular profession. And they do that through, second sentence, investigating complaints against licensees, taking disciplinary actions against licensees when professional standards have been violated, and by investigating complaints and taking appropriate disciplinary actions against licensees, right? Further down, we're regulated by Florida Statute 489. Now, within 489, it's composed of three different sections, right? Section 1 is the construction contracting. 2 pertains to electrical and alarm. 3 is septic tank. But we're here. We're 489-1, Section 1, Division 1. And then under Part 1, 489, this is the Construction Industry Licensing Board. And you want to know, you might want to highlight, underline this. That will definitely be a test question. Now, as we flip the page to 2-6, you can see at the very top, the Construction Industry Licensing Board is divided into two divisions. Division 1 has jurisdiction over the examination and regulation of general contractors, building contractors, and residential contractors. Okay? Division 2 has jurisdictions over the examination and regulation of roofing contractors, sheet, metal, air conditioning, all those other guys. Then right here, once we go back to the table of contents, right now we're on 2-6, which talks about state contractor certification and registration. State contractor certification and registration, where my hand is right here. So it states, generally, any person who for compensation undertakes to submit a bid or does himself by others construct, repair, alter, remodel, add to, demolish, subtract from, or improve any building or structure, including related improvements to real estate, and you want to know for others or for resale to others, must be licensed. In other words, if you're doing anything that pertains to adding an addition, you might have your auntie who wants you to build out the back room and convert the Florida room into a bedroom. If you have a neighbor who says, "Hey, I'm looking to add this bedroom, convert this Florida room into a bedroom so I can sell it on the market." Listen, you can't do that. You have to be licensed to be able to do that. Okay? And then the term demolish applies only to the demolition of steel tanks, towers, and other structures not building or residence over 50 feet in height in all buildings or residence. And then it states right here, the second paragraph, a person must be certified or registered in order to engage in the business of contracting in Florida. Okay, you have to be either certified or registered. Okay, a subcontractor, however, right here, who is not certified or registered may perform construction work under the supervision of a person who is certified or registered. As long as these three things are applicable, One, the work is within the scope of the supervising contractor's license. Two, supervising contractor is responsible for the work. And three, the subcontractor being supervised is not engaged in construction work that would require license as a contractor. In this case, it's called a subcontractor because they're underneath the general contractor. So these subcontractors, who is not certified or registered, may perform work under the supervision of a person who is certified or registered. And so here, licensing requirement. So keep in mind, we don't want to get too wrapped up in this whole book. We want to know where we're at as we move down this table of contents. So we're here, 2-7, certification. At the bottom, licensing requirements. What you want to know are there is two ways under 489. You can either be certified as a contractor or you can be registered. A certified contractor is any contractor who successfully passed state administrative exam, obtains a certificate of competency issued by DBPR. Certified contractors, he is the contractor who is allowed, as you see I have highlighted, to contract in any state, county, or district in the state. In other words, this man has no limitations, okay? And then registered. Registered is any contractor who is registered with DBPR, same thing, has fulfilled the competency requirements in the city, county, or district for which registration is issued. So this guy is limited to the scope in which county, city, or district he registers his license, okay? So let's 2-7, right? Certification. Certification, you want to just get straight to the point. To be able to take the examination for certification of an applicant must. That's all you want to know. If you want to be a certified contractor, here are all the requirements. If they ask any questions pertaining to what are the requirements to become a certified contractor, you know you're flipping right here to chapter 2. You're going straight to certification. That's the whole purpose of this. So you can read that on your free time, but most importantly, you want to get to the book. And then you want to know experience and education. So all you want to know is basically for a general contractor, commercial experience must be in 4 or more of the following areas. And here they are listed here, right? Then we're going to skip swimming pool contractor. That does not apply to us. 2-9, 2-12. Like I put this little arrow pointing up and down saying, look, I'm not wasting my time reading any of this stuff right here, right? However, they might quiz you. What is the minimum requirement? Highlight this right here. All right. Whatever. That's not us. We're general contractors. Respect to you guys. I love you. Appreciate the work that you do. But we're trying to get straight to the point here. There's a small probability you may see some questions on here, but for the sake of it, it's right here. License for armed force or their spouse. All right. So boom. Now, medical gas certification. They might throw in some questions in there, but you just want to know, most importantly, plumbing contractor takes 6 hours of continuing education designated to teach familiarity with NFPA standards 99C. Okay? That's all you really want to know. And then I highlighted journeyman licensure. We want to focus on what's more important. Applicant of moral character, criminal history. What the hell does that even mean? Right? We're on 2-14. Applicant moral character. So what that means is the DBPR, crimes that do not relate to the practice of contracting or the ability to practice contracting includes. In other words, you could have done all of these things here and you will literally be able to get your licensing. Okay? So if you've done some things in your past where you did some, Grand Theft Auto, listen, that's okay. You're not being judged. All right.